up, chat? What's up, chat? Got some new emotes that should be coming in soon. Some new emotes. Appreciate y'all.
Move at my own pace, trying to stack the pay. Money for the safe, trying to move away. If you in my way, get you out my way. Bad bitches in my face, crying every day. Trying to hear my voice, trying to see my face. Baby, I'm okay, baby, not today. Baby, I'm okay, baby, I'm okay. Baby, I'm okay. Baby, I'm not okay. You been wrong, you gotta go. Gotta go some other place. Grass ain't greener on the other side. You was supposed to ride with me, you ride or die. But you're not right here, you must have died. Yeah, you're not right here, yeah, you must have died. Drink up in my Sprite, make me feel so right. Your loving, I feel so right. But baby, I'm okay, baby, I'm okay. Baby, I'm okay, baby, I'm okay. Baby, I'm okay, baby, I'm okay.
All right. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for some any given weekday football? Let's get to it.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. We start with a good matchup in the NFC. And this one, I'm not quite sure what to make of this. These guys talked a good game. There was plenty of woofing leading up to this one, and they back it up right here. The Rams are on to the NFC Championship game. They get it done here in the divisional round. Why don't we go over to Charm City now? Check in on the Ravens. They're playing host to the Miami Dolphins. And this is the Ravens wideout. He's going to look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 47
How does the audio
yards
sound,
for the
everybody?
touchdown.
Everything sounds good?
The Ravens are moving on. They are now one win away from the Super Bowl.
All right.
One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Tennessee Titans. And here's the Jags wideout. He's going to look in the catch and then look upfield and watch this. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. The Jaguars are moving on. They are now one win away from the Super Bowl. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying good
That
night.
is your
We'll
weekly
see you next
recap.
week right here on EA Sports.
Let's get ready to check out the teams. How does the game audio sound? I can't really hear it myself. Well, I'm assuming it sounds good if y'all could hear all of that from Scott Hansen. Let me mute him now. All right. I should be able to hear it on my end though. Why can't I hear that? Huh. Interesting. Okay. Let's check out the St. Louis Rams team, y'all. Before we get into this, the NFC Championship, St. Louis Rams got Kordell Stewart, Emmitt Smith, Herman Moore, and Tim Dwight. Herman Moore has 94 catches and about 1,000 yards. Tim Dwight got 98 and 1,500. So he has a little bit more. Actually, I believe he has 101 and 1,500 yards on the year. He's number 3 on the wide receiver receiving yards chart. The offensive line, the Great Wall of St. Louis, is back in action and ready to keep Kordell protected in his NFC Championship. They're going against Jason Taylor on that 49ers defensive end, but they got Willie Roaf, Alan Faneca, I think it's Mike Unatoa, Earl Dotson, Lawrence Searcy, and Tony Baselli backing up. Mark Bruner is the tight end for the St. Louis Rams, and Harold Wallace III is at wide receiver 2. For the defensive side of the St. Louis Rams team, you got Eric Turner at free safety, Ray Farmer at will linebacker, Peter Boulware, this is a linebacker that hovers all over the field, took down the 49ers in their last championship with that fumble for 6. You got John Miller, Rodney Harrison at strong safety, veteran safety, coming across the back end of his career, as well as Deion Sanders, veteran cornerback, also coming across the back end of his career. He's 32 years old. Mike Vrabel, Chester McLaughlin, Eric Swan, Michael Strahan, Greg Ellis, and Cortez Kennedy, who was acquired in a trade from the Green Bay Packers earlier this year. He's also on the defensive line. Got to watch out for number 99 and number 98. Ty Law, cornerback 4 on the depth chart, but also the slot cornerback of Sam Garnes and Samari Roll is at cornerback as well. For kick return, they have Tim Dwight and Edgerrin James, and Edgerrin James also returning punts for the St. Louis Rams. And now let's take a look at the San Fran 49ers. Bang, bang, Niner gang. I don't see the 49ers in the chat. I got to put up predictions too. Let me make sure I put up the predictions. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you drop a 1 if you think the San Francisco 49ers will win, and a 2 if you think the St. Louis Rams will be winning this matchup. As we take a look, they have the 3rd-year quarterback, Peyton Manning, who almost got MVP 2 years in a row, but came short because of touchdowns. He had 49 touchdowns, where Matt Hasselbeck had 52. Matt Hasselbeck also had 5,500 passing yards, but Peyton Manning was 20 yards shy of 6,000. He had 5,980 passing yards. Jerome Bettis is the running back for the San Francisco 49ers. Jerry Rice, 37 years old, in what might be his final game, and potentially a homegoing year, or what would you call it? What is that final year of someone's career when they're about to retire? This might be the last year for Jerry Rice, 37 years old and in the NFC Championship again. Torrey Holt, wide receiver 2, put up 1,900 yards. He was just shy of getting the receiving record, but Keyshawn Johnson had the 2,000. He had 1,900 yards. Aaron Conwell at tight end for the San Francisco 49ers, and a great, solid offensive line, better than last year. So this might be able to help them against this 49ers defense. Orlando Pace, James Dexter, John Lehman, Will Shields, and John Fina. Also got Mike Goff backing him up. Junior Seau, the linebacker that hovers all over the field, causing fumbles and on every single tackle that he comes through. Julian Peterson, your defensive rookie of the year. Devin Bush, Aaron Glenn, cornerback. Jason Taylor at defensive end. Gary Walker, Bryant Young, and Champ Bailey. They also got Lance Schulters in at cornerback 3. That is your San Francisco 49ers versus St. Louis Rams lineup. Let's see. If you look at that right there at the bottom, you're going to see Torrey Holt has 123 receptions for 1919. Came up just shy to Keyshawn Johnson right there on the receiving yards. At the bottom left, Keyshawn broke the receiving record. 146 catches, 2,036 receiving yards, and 27 touchdowns. The triple crown. The triple crown. He has the triple crown. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, Marsh's team is so good because everybody trades them all their players. It's pretty insane. The St. Louis Rams has a 99 overall offense and a 96 defense. Let's see if this 49ers team can cause the upset. They are their home team, though. Traded away everything. The St. Louis Rams do not have a first-round pick until 2004. The year is 2000 right now, so they don't have any picks for the next 4 years. They traded away everything. The jerseys, let's see. 1998. $2,000. Yep, this looks like it's going to be the matchup today. So they're wearing throwbacks, right? Everybody ready? Let me change the music. Predictions. Let's put up predictions, y'all. Let me get everything in there. Predictions. Clips. AGW. Got you. Who wins the... Got 10K to blow on point on parlays. San Francisco 49ers. Bang, bang, Niner gang. St. Louis Rams. All right. Predictions are posted for Twitch. Go ahead, put your bets in on which team you guys think is going to come up with the win today for the NFC Conference Championship. If you are watching on YouTube, type 1 if you think the San Francisco 49ers will win. 2 if you are rooting for the St. Louis Rams. Appreciate you all. Means the world. I appreciate you all so much. If you're watching on YouTube, leave a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you are interested and want to see more Any Given Weekday content. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. It's lagging. It is lagging, so I'm going to give it a couple seconds to catch up. One second. I'm still here. I'm still here. All right. I see y'all putting money in the predictions. Got money to blow. 6,000 put on the Rams. Woo! 6,000 is put on the Rams. All right. Okay. Well, let's get into it. While y'all are doing that, predictions are coming to a close. I am going to get ready to stream. Welcome to the NFC Conference Championship in Santa Clara, California. We got the Levi Stadium featuring the St. Louis Rams visiting the good old Bang Bang Niner gang in the Bay Area. As you see, they got their co-commissioner, co-owner, getting them fired up, blowing a horn. The 49er Gold Digger is out there, and they're getting ready to step on the field. We got Peyton Manning going across against, facing off against Kordell Stewart in what is a divisional rival matchup. These two teams are not strangers to each other, as Peyton Manning has torched them once, but lost to them to the conference championships last year. Let's see what happens on this time, as Coach Bubba is looking to make his 4th Super Bowl appearance in a row. He's made it 3 times the previous years and looking to make it for the 4th time in this upcoming year. Super Bowl 5 is what's waiting the winner of this championship. As we get ready, these games are simmed at slow speed. I'm going to sim to the end of the game. And let's get ready for kickoff. 49ers kicking off to the St. Louis Rams. Returning is Tim Dwight, as Tim Dwight fields this one. Gets the ball in the middle, tackle right down at the 28-yard line. Not much was gained on that return, but Kordell Stewart comes out. He had to get a neck brace. He was having trouble after their hard-fought game against the Seattle Seahawks in a divisional round. As this time they're coming out in single back formation. Kordell is under center, handing the ball off to Emmitt Smith on the first carry. He breaks the first tackle, trucking another defender, getting the first down. Actually, only gets 9.5 on that rush. They didn't mark him for the forward progression. Quentin Poriat getting the tackle. 2nd and 8 from the 2nd and inches from the 38-yard line. Motioning tight end Mark Bruner to the right side. Looking down the middle. He gets popped. Oh my gosh. That is your rookie linebacker, Julian Peterson, who comes away with that tackle. He also is the rookie of the year. And Kordell Stewart gets the first down on a sneak deke after his tight end got destroyed. Couldn't get the yardage gain. 1st and 10, empty formation for Kordell Stewart. As he drops back, filling a 4-man rush, he lobs it up, has the receiver, is Tim Dwight. Caught. Catches that one for a long 31-yard reception, moving the chains. Luckily, that safety caught him just in time because it was just underthrown. He couldn't catch him in stride. Number 25 saves that touchdown. What a great catch from Tim Dwight. First and 10 from the 18-yard line. Single back, play actions. Emmitt Smith does not get it, but Jason Taylor gets a sack. Talk about that offensive line. The Great Wall of St. Louis has it in for themselves today, as Jason Taylor causes so much havoc. Got a little vitiligo going on up in that helmet. Watch out for him. In the backfield now, Edgerrin James. He runs out and he dumps it off to Mark Bruner, tight end. Jason Taylor comes in cleaning up the tackle from safety Devin Bush. Everyone can hear me okay? You guys can hear me okay? 3rd and 21 from the 29-yard line. Getting really close to red zone territory, but likely a field goal unless they get 22 yards right here. He looking up the middle, almost picked off. Tim Dwight was right there, had to swat the ball away from the defender. And this is going to lead to a field goal. Kordell Stewart is having some trouble on his headset. Back in 2000, the headset, this was a new tech. It didn't have the technological advancements that we see in modern day history, but the field goal is good. Bakos gets it in. So 3-point lead for St. Louis Rams on that first drive. Just 3 minutes of play. And the San Francisco 49ers is going to get the ball. Got Jerome Bettis in the backfield. On this time, returning is Torrey Holt. Runner up for Offensive Player of the Year. Gets to the 27-yard line. Peyton Manning, 20 yards shy from 6,000. A historical season, but just shy. About 5 touchdowns from getting the MVP. 2 MVPs in a row. Look at that defensive line as they got Michael Strahan, Eric Swan, Cortez Kennedy, and Jerome Bettis gets the ball on the first carry. First play of the game. Game's 3. You do that a couple more times, you're going to have a first down. They decide to pass on it on the second one, and it's swatted away by Peter Bower, targeting Torrey Holt. Jerry Rice, 37-year-old receiver, is at the bottom of the screen near that 30-yard marker as he's checking in with the sideline referee. Dumps it across the middle. Torrey Holt gets it. Was covered by Deion Sanders, number 21 right there. As Torrey Holt catches that ball, it runs for an extra 5 yards past the first down marker. Moving the chains near the midfield logo. So we got 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Peyton Manning, play actions to Jerome, dumps it off in the middle, hits up Torrey Holt for the second catch of the day, 25 yards for the receiver. Any given weekday, Chad, this has been an exciting year, the year 2000, as whichever team wins this matchup is headed to the Super Bowl for Super Bowl 5. Hope you guys are excited for what's to come. And Jerome Bettis is carrying it and gets tackled from behind. Deion Sanders gets the tackle, gets credited for the tackle on that play, as he came in and just threw his body and he tripped over him. So what looks like man coverage based off the lineman formation of the defense, empty, hits his receiver, Ed McCaffrey. Ed McCaffrey just had his son, Christian McCaffrey, as the little guy is running around in the 49ers practice facility, causing all havoc. And he catches it again. What a great back shoulder pass by Peyton Manning, third-year quarterback, to veteran receiver Ed Moss-Caffrey. We call him Ed Moss-Caffrey in any given weekday because he's always mossing people as he catches this one over the cornerback. Number 42, that's Sam Garnes. 1st and 10 from the 18-yard line. Looking, dumps it off quickly to his fullback. Oh, actually, that's his backup, Abdul Hakeem Al-Jabbar. He had to change his name from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar after the veteran legendary center sued him. So now his name is Abdul Kareem. Hands it off to the fullback. Gets close to the first down marker. Not quite the first down. And this one is taken in by quarterback Peyton Manning, who gets the first down. Predictions are still up in the chat if you want to make predictions on which team you guys think is going to win. It looks like 11,000 is being put on a San Francisco 49ers to win. 6,000 is what the Rams have. As there's 2 seconds left on the clock, Peyton might just let this one run out to the... And they're going to come back and take the ball on the other side of the field at the beginning of the second quarter. 1 quarter down. 3-0 is what we have on the board. Some exciting plays from the players. Torrey Holt has himself 2 catches. Peter Bower, a swat. Great awareness from the young linebacker. And Jerome Bettis got about 4 carries for just 7 yards. Let's see what happens as we come back at the beginning of the second quarter. 8 minutes left to play. 1st and goal from the 7-yard line. Peyton Manning under center motions Torrey Holt to the left. And that one gets snuffed out by Michael Strahan, tackling for a loss. And they lose 3 yards on that play. So 2nd and goal from the 12. Drop back pass. Peyton almost throws a pick. Peter Bower, as he was looking for receiver Jerry Rice. And the young linebacker was hovering right there. The ball falls right out of his hands. They're sending a 6-man pressure. It gets through, but the tight end catches it. Erwin Conwell, touchdown. He catches the ball with a linebacker right in his face. He's going crazy. Look at him. Talking all trash to the St. Louis Rams. Look at this pass by Peyton Manning. Receiver catches it, has number 29 right up on him, but not enough. As they get the touchdown for Bang Bang Niner game. 7-3 is the score as long as this PAT is good. And it is. Building the return this time is Edgerrin James. Edgerrin James has it. Number 32 trucks the first defender, falling forward at the 30-yard line. That was safety Devin Bush who got embarrassed on that kick return. So the St. Louis Rams average about 214 passing yards a game. Today are only at 35. Let's see if Kordell can get this offense going as they trail by 4 with only 7 minutes and 22 seconds left. 4-man rush for the 49ers. Emmitt Smith gets the ball, breaking the first tackle, getting knocked down by number 91 right there on that defense. A great first down run, gaining 11 yards and moving the chains, also showboating the 49ers face. The last time the Rams visited this stadium last year, what we thought was Jerry Rice's final game, it broke the hearts to this 49ers team. And it looks like Emmitt Smith is trying to break the hearts some more as he's running through players. Predictions are about to close in about 10 seconds. If you haven't put it in, yep, they are closed. So it looks like it's locked in. 11,000 is put on the 49ers. If you voted on the Rams and they win today, you're going to get yourself a good penny. But they are the heavy projected winners as he just stepped on them. Oh my gosh, I'm going to have to send him a fine. He just kicked him in the face. We don't allow that at any given weekday. Come on now. As they're showing 6 on the line, let's see how much they actually send. They only dropped 2, only rushed 4. And a great catch from wide receiver Herman Moore. So a fun fact about Herman Moore, when he was initially drafted into the league, he could not see. The man was blind. His rookie year was a disastrous year as he couldn't catch anything. The Virginia Tech receiver, as the receiver almost runs out of bounds, where Herman Moore gets his second catch of the drive. He couldn't see anything his rookie year. He literally had to, the team that drafted him had to pay for him to get contacts because he literally couldn't see. His glasses broke. As Emmitt Smith gets his run for 13 yards, actually 17 yards in a first down. Look at that run. Very elusive, very consistent. That's a heavy runner. As long as he got the blocks, he's going to create them holes and run through them. So 1st and 10 for the 10-yard line in red zone territory, motioning wide receiver Harold Wallace. And he gets met at behind the line of scrimmage by number 54, Quentin Coriat. Emmitt Smith get tackled for a loss right there. So that's a 3-yard loss in red zone. See what the Rams can do as they still have an opportunity to get the first down as long as they get to the inches mark. 2nd and 13, Kordell calling audibles, hits up his tight end, Mark Bruner, who can't survive the catch. Julian Peterson knocking that ball out, the defensive rookie of the year. Drop back pass, 7-step drop, a screen pass to the running back. He jukes the first defender. Jason Taylor catches him from behind. So what was almost going to be a first down or even a touchdown gets saved by their star defensive end, Jason Taylor, and another field goal. So 6-7, oh my gosh, the kids, I can already hear them. 6-7, 6-7, ah, 6-7, 6-7. The kids are going crazy. And that's going to be the score with 2 minutes and 57 seconds left at the end of the second quarter. Fielding the kick return this time is Aaron Glenn, cornerback, who gets the ball at the 28-yard line. Coach Harris talking to running back Jerome Bettis saying, run this rock. We got you today. They average about 300 yards passing per game. Coming out looking to run this one. Play it safe. No turnovers. We could get ourselves into the second half with at least 10 on the scoreboard. Drop back pass. Dumps it off to the running back. The running back has open space. One person to beat. Peter Bower tackles him, but not before he gets the first down. This time 1st and 10 near the logo. Play actions it. Dumps it off in the middle. Oh my gosh. Ed McCaffrey gets his 3rd catch of the day. 52 yards for the veteran receiver. Him and Jerry Rice have been doing this for a long time. Ed Moss-Caffrey and Jerry, 2 veteran receivers that helped Peyton Manning, coaching him up a lot his rookie season, which was a horrible, hard-fought season. They struggled often. But now look at him. Got 5,600 yards passing in his sophomore season and finished his 3rd year with 5,980 passing yards. in what looks to be his first Super Bowl appearance if they could finish out this game. Looking right, tried to hit up Moss Caffrey again, who drops it. Great knockout from number 20. I believe that was Samari Rowe in coverage. 2nd and 10 from the 36-yard line. They haven't hit Jerome Bettis from the backfield, but they find wide receiver Jerry Rice up the middle. Veteran receiver gets his first catch of the day. Peyton Manning feeling that last hit from Eric Swan. Veteran receiver. He torched the Rams in one of these games. He had 17 catches for 150 yards as they hand it off to Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis trucking past the first defender and almost stays up but stumbles. 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. He spins forward. 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock. The Rams coach Bubba calls timeout, trying to save some time for his team. And we only need a minute to score. Hits their running back. The running back has a couple of defenders to beat. Can't truck him. Gets to the 3-yard line. 6-7 is the score with a minute and 25 on the clock. The Rams use their second timeout. 2nd and 2. 3 yards to go as they send a blitz. Erwin Conwell gets his second touchdown of the day. Tight end, the sleeper tight end, is one of Peyton Manning's favorite targets, aside from Torrey Holt. Got his second one right there in the red zone. They sent 6 on a rush, only had 5 covering, and the tight end skipped right through on a block and release. Touchdown number 2 for the young quarterback, Peyton Manning. There's a chance for the Super Bowl, the 2000 Super Bowl, to be Tom Brady versus Peyton Manning. The Baltimore Ravens is the number 1 seed on the AFC side of the bracket. They have Tom Brady as their quarterback, and Peyton Manning is the quarterback for the San Francisco 49ers. But the St. Louis Rams is going to do their best to prevent that from happening, as they don't have a single first-round pick until 2004. Edgerrin James gets this one, juking the first defender, number 24, putting him on skates, and gets tackled at the 26-yard line. So like I said, they don't have a single first-round pick until 2004. They traded away everything to get one of the greatest teams assembled in any given weekday history. They got a 99 overall offense and a 96 defense as Kordell comes out in empty formation. The Great Wall of St. Louis getting ready to block for him. Lets 2 free, and they get a sack. A half a sack split between Quentin Coriat and Jason Taylor coming through as the Rams lose 9 yards. And Kordell Stewart is pissed. Where is this blocking? You guys were protecting me all year last year, and this time you guys decided to just crumble against this great defensive line. 2nd and 19. 48 seconds left on the clock. Still enough time to score as Jason Taylor comes free again. Wreaking havoc. What the heck? As he showboats. 49ers only sending 3-man pressure as they get ready to see what Kordell has. Kordell stepping up, dumps it off shortly to a lineman. Number 70 catches it. And a roughing the passer penalty is going to give the Rams a first down from Jason Taylor in what was a 4th and 13. The tight end reception was enough trickery to cause him to rough the passer on that play. But they get the ball at the 39-yard line. Rams, Great Wall, blocking this 3-man rush. And what was likely lights out at the end of that drive turns into a miracle for the St. Louis Rams team. Drop back pass, Kordell looking, 28 seconds, throws it shortly again. Number 85, Tim DeWhite catches it. Oh, that's cool. As they get ready to spike it, Rams. Oh no, he fake spikes it. Gets ready to pass it and has to throw it out of bounds. That's our first fake spike that we've seen from a team. He literally was faking a spike right there. Drop back pass, Kordell. Probably he's gonna run it, but gets sacked. So that's gonna take them out of field goal range. I don't know if their kicker can make this. They call timeout. They think he can. Kordell comes up slow. Oh my gosh. The gold digger. Look at him. He's happy. Look at him. He's trying to get the crowd all hype. Oh, yeah. I don't know what he's doing. So they can't make the field goal, and that's going to take us to the end of the quarter. So halftime is among us as we get ready for the halftime report. The St. Louis Rams trail by only 8 after having an opportunity and getting saved and getting really close to field goal territory. They don't come away with no points. 49ers looking to make their first Super Bowl in any given weekday history. Super Bowl 5 as Edgerrin James embarrassed Champ Bailey on that kick return. And they're showing a lot of Rams highlights in the booth. It must we have some St. Louis Rams fans up in the broadcaster booth. As we get ready to look, Erwin Conwell, tight end, has 2 touchdowns in the first half already. Kordell Stewart, 95 yards passing. Edgerrin James does not have a single rushing yard. Herman Moore has 2 catches for 16. Jerry Rice has 1 catch for 13. Jerome Bettis, 5 rushes for 34 yards. And Peyton Manning, 123 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a ball right out at second half. Aaron Glenn, fielding a kick return, gets tackled at the 24-yard line. So if I remember correctly, Aaron Glenn is one of the reasons why the San Francisco 49ers lost last year. He fumbled on kickoff, and it looks like this year he's protecting the ball a little bit more. Saw Peter Boulware and was like, nah, I'm going to just go down. Play action. They don't hand it off to Jerome Bettis. They throw it to their wide receiver, Torrey Holt, on the sideline, who gets 5 yards. Second and 5. I see AGW in the chat. Torrey Holt gets this reception and is getting really close to breaking the tackle from Sam Garnes. Peyton Manning, 3rd and 2. Feels like he sees only 4 men on the line, and he hits up his wide receiver, Torrey Holt, again. Torrey Holt catching that one over the seam, moving the chains. Goes from the 30-yard line all the way up to the 47. About a 20-yard reception right there. 23 yards to be exact. Peyton calling audibles. Has Jerome, decides to throw it again. They must see something in his defense. They keep targeting it. They know that they can't run it with Jerome because of that great defensive line and those linebackers, but they're hitting these safeties and DBs up crazily. Not much trading you could do to stop Peyton Manning as he's dotting up this defense. They're going to need a turnover if they want to try to win. As they do hand it off to Jerome Bettis. Jerome Bettis is met, but not after gaining 5 yards on the ground. Jerry Rice blocking right there, blocking on his veteran friend, Deion Sanders, as they're chit-chattering. 37 and 33. Jerome gets the handoff again, stiff-arming the defender. Deion Sanders got embarrassed by Jerome. He said, what does 5 fingers say to the face, and slapped him. 1st and 10 from the 16-yard line. The 49ers are moving into red zone territory. Hand it off to Jerome again. He trucks the defender, number 29. That is their safety, Eric Turner. Get into the 4-yard line. That's a big boy. As Jerome, they give it out to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar. Sorry, I'm saying his name wrong. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was in the backfield right there. So Peyton Manning has a fullback and a Jerome also has, he hands off to the fullback. I would just give it to Jerome. I don't know why you're not giving it to him. But they want to keep the St. Louis Rams in a close game as Mike Vrabel gets a tackle for loss. 3rd and goal from the 7-yard line. Need to take a water break, chat. Drop back pass. Peyton looking up. Hits his receiver. Torrey Holt gets the touchdown. Touchdown number 3 as the San Francisco 49ers are putting it on the St. Louis Rams, who have the number 5 ranked pick. That will be the Eagles. If they don't win this game, the Eagles not only have the 1st overall pick in the 2001 draft, they will have the number 5 pick. And we could basically start resuming with the draft. So a 21-point scoreboard for the San Francisco 49ers. The Rams are not out. They still only need about 2 touchdowns. If I'm doing my math correctly, that's 15 points. That could get done on 2 drives. As Edgerrin James takes his kick return, tackle down at the 28-yard line. Emmitt Smith, 5 carries for 51 yards, averaging about 10.2 today, but not very efficient. They need to use him more if they want to try to win, as when he gets 120 yards, they're normally winning the game. And this time they're playing from behind, so they have to pass it. Herman Moore gets the reception. That's his 4th catch of the day. First and 10 for the 43-yard line. Trips on the right side. Emmitt Smith gets it. Dashing up the middle. Gains 9 on a rush. Second and 1 for the 48. Just across the logo. Got 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in this 3rd quarter. Hits up Herman Moore again. Herman Moore gets a great block from the tight end. They have a lineman at tight end. They're using the big man, the jumbo formation. That's great when you have blockers down the field. Number 70 doing amazing as they hand it off to Edgerrin James, who gets popped by Junior Seau. Dang. Champ Bailey trying his best to keep Tim Dwight at bay. You got Aaron Glenn hovering, actually has Lance Schulters hovering over Herman Moore at the top. Tim Dwight is covered by Champ Bailey, as Aaron Glenn is covering Wallace right there in man coverage. 3rd and 3, 24-yard line. And what looks like man coverage again out of empty formation for Kordell. A 4-man rush. Jason Taylor on the right side. He lobs it up. Half the receiver is caught. Edgerrin James. He catches what looks to be a touchdown, but Julian Peterson is saying he stepped out of bounds. I believe that was in. Back of the end zone, and they don't challenge it. What are you doing, St. Louis? Challenge it. No. The coach decides to just let the play go, and he doesn't challenge it. That was a touchdown. Oh, my gosh. What could have been 7 points, they just let it go. Coach Bubba must not have had any help from his broadcasting team at the top. He needed to fire some coaches as Aaron Glenn gets his kick return. It gets tackled down at the 29-yard line. The 49ers are 100% when they reach the red zone today. Rams got to keep them out of that area if they want to try to win. As his 1st and 10, 29-yard line, Peyton Manning dotting him up again, hitting up Ed McCaffrey. So, if I'm not mistaken, Rams probably changed a couple things that is hurting them right now. I think they tried to base a couple of their tendencies on whatever was the highest boost. They should have left everything the same because they're getting dotted up in his defense. I don't know what they had at first, but they sent me some messages to change some stuff, and it's not working out for them. They might want to change it back. First and 10, 41-yard line. Looking, hits his receiver as he ends up having to fall it. Michael Strahan was covering Jerry Rice and did very well in coverage right there as the veteran receiver had to fall down. 2nd and 5. Jerome gets this run, only gains 2 as he was dancing a lot in the backfield. Sending those rainy Shannon Sharp emojis. Not looking likely for the St. Louis Rams today as there's only 6 minutes and 58 seconds left. 3rd and 3. The stop right here can help as Jerome gets it, reaches for the first down, and gets it over Deion Sanders. 5K on Peyton Manning looked like a great investment as the San Francisco 49ers will be heading to their first Super Bowl as long as they don't turn the ball over. 15 points is what separates them. As Jerome gets it, gets popped by Deion Sanders. A great tackle from the cornerback. He smacks this hefty running back weighing 250 pounds. Put him on the ground. I formation for the 49ers as they motion their tight end to the left, get an extra blocker on the left side of the offense, load it up, give it to the big fella, and he gets tackled right at the line of scrimmage. Peter Bower helping out, trying to keep the game alive, as a turnover is what they need, or a stop right here. They can't let the ball progress further as Abdul Kareem gets the ball, tackled by Peter Bower at the 32-yard line. Peyton Manning has 202 passing yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 to his tight end, Erwin Conwell, 1 to Torrey Holt, as Jerry Rice, the veteran receiver, gets open up the seam, moving the ball in what ices the game. Bang Bang Niner gang looking lit and excited as they get ready to head to the first Super Bowl, Super Bowl 5 for any given weekday. St. Louis Rams tried to make 4 appearances back to back in the Super Bowl, as the last season that they missed the Super Bowl was Super Bowl 1. As a quick, oh my gosh, we just saw a flea flicker. He dumped it off to his tight end, and the tight end threw it to the running back. It wasn't executed well, but a great play. I enjoyed seeing that, as Peyton Manning dumps it off upfield to his wide receiver, Ed McCaffrey. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the clock. 3rd and 8. They need a turnover. They can't let a field goal come by over here, because then that makes it three drives to score. As, oh my gosh, they just let Erwin Conwell get his 3rd touchdown of the day. The 49ers putting it on them. They got the belt, they got the baby powder, and they're just spanking the Rams right now. Barnes Jewish and all the poor kids in the hospital are sad right now, as Deion Sanders does get a great tackle trying to save the touchdown, but it just wasn't enough as he crossed the plane. (28-9), a redemption game after losing to the St. Louis Rams last year at home. 49ers come out making a statement, throwing 3 touchdowns to their tight end. Edgerrin getting the kick return. Tackled down. So 1st and 10 for Kordell Stewart at the 30-yard line. Let's see what he could do. Erwin Conwell, the tight end, the sleeper tight end for the San Francisco 49ers, has 3 touchdowns on the day, as Harold Wallace gets his nice catch. That's what happens when you don't stick with the program. You start changing up stuff. Coach Bubba got too aggressive, changed up his defense and offensive formations, and what looks like is a failure of a year, a great year. You gave up all those picks, and now look at you. Can't get a single interception or pick in this game, I should say. And by picks, I mean draft picks. If we were to talk about the draft order, let me pull up the draft order right now. As the number 1 pick for the 2001 draft goes to the Philadelphia Eagles. The number 2, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Number 3 will be sent on down to the Green Bay Packers. I should say up to the Green Bay Packers over there in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Number 4 is the Miami Dolphins. Number 5, St. Louis Rams. Number 6, the Tennessee Titans. Number 7 will be the San Francisco 49ers. Number 8, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Number 9 is the Baltimore Ravens. Unless the Super Bowl causes one of the 49ers, Jaguars, or Rams team or Ravens teams to win, and that will be the last pick. As Jason Taylor gets another sack. That is his 3rd sack of the day, causing all pressure and havoc on Kordell Stewart. I tell you what, the way he's playing today is looking like the Baltimore Ravens or the Jacksonville Jaguars will have themselves a hefty man to cover and guard. Philadelphia Eagles commissioner is excited that he has the number 5 pick, as Kordell throws an interception. I said pick, and he threw one, and what looks like will be a pick 6. He can't get it. And you guys has earned yourself a sub sandwich. Use code SUB for a free sub sandwich at your nearest deli mart in San Fran. All fans in the stadium just unlock this sub. Use it, as Devin Bush gets the interception at the end of the game. Peyton Manning finished this NFC Championship with 100% in the red zone as they get ready to hand it off to their running back, Jerome Bettis. Jerome tackled behind, and the Rams, they know that the game is over, so they don't even use their timeout. Second and 11, 30 seconds left on the clock. Jerome Bettis gets the run again, tackle from behind. You might as well just call a timeout. Let's see what you can do on your last drive, but they don't. They just concede. It is over for the St. Louis Rams. And what would have been their 4th appearance in the Super Bowls for any given weekday, they finally get stopped. The last time they did not make the Super Bowl was the inaugural season in the 1996 year. We get to see a new team from the NFC side in the Super Bowl. The San Francisco 49ers get it done. Bang, bang, Niner gang, and all the hayway. Game home. Rip Mack and all the other fans out there in San Francisco are excited. Probably not by the colors, but by the team. As a San Fran Niner gang team is excited and winning. They got all the people from the Bay Area. YG 400, I know he's from LA, but they're celebrating their team in California as they come away with the win in this matchup. Philadelphia Eagles are excited as they have the number 5 pick on top of the 1. And as we get ready to look at some of the highlights, I believe there was a play where Jerome Bettis got a first down over Peter Bower. Where is that at? That definitely could be the thumbnail. What was that at? Was that earlier in this drive? Is this it? Yeah, this is it right here. This is the thumbnail. This is the thumbnail. Jerome Bettis. Yep. That's a thumbnail right there. The bus. Oh, look at that. That's so tough, bro. Wait, I gotta move this stuff out the way. Where is it? A video capture. Yeah, that right there. There we go. All right, get everything back up. Let's take a look at the stats from today's game. Looks like Peyton Manning had 23 completions on 26 attempts, 88 completion percentage, and 144.2 QBR. 4 touchdowns, no interceptions. Kordell Stewart shit the bed. 15 completions on 22 attempts. 0 touchdowns, 1 interception. Erwin Conwell had a pass to Jerome Bettis. We saw our first flea flicker in any given weekday history with for -3 yards, but it was still exciting to watch. Jerome Bettis leads the charge. Actually, no. Emmitt Smith leads the charge on the ground at 64 rushing yards on 7 attempts. Jerome Bettis 63 on 13. Ed Moss Caffrey 6 catches, 75 yards. Herman Moore 5 catches, 70 yards. Tim DeWhite had 57 on only 3 catches. Jerry Rice, veteran receiver, 37-year-old in his 15th year, make it to the 2nd Super Bowl in any given weekday history. He won one with the Jacksonville Jaguars, makes another one, looking to repeat his 2nd appearance and Super Bowl win with the San Francisco 49ers. Torrey Holt has 1,900 receiving yards and looking to win this one, make a statement on that year. Only 4 sacks given up, all by the St. Louis Rams. Leon Searcy, Mark Bruner. That's what happens when your commissioner gets too greedy. Changed up too much. 5 pancakes from John Fina, 4 from Orlando Pace. And as we look at, dang, Michael Strahan only had 1 tackle. Leading the day for tackles is Peter Bower, who had 12. Deion Sanders at 10. 1 hit stick on Jerome Bettis. That was nice to see. Champ Bailey had 6. And that lone interception, Devin Bush. Jason Taylor had 3 sacks. Quentin Coriat had 1. And that's going to be it from the San Francisco 49ers St. Louis Rams game. As we get ready to show the Baltimore Ravens versus Jacksonville Jaguars, Let me alert the Ravens commissioner and let him know his team will be playing. They're the home team, so let's do this. Let's take a look at the Jacksonville Jaguars, Duval County, and what looks like the final season for Coach Doc as a Jacksonville Jaguars coach. He's been getting some, there's been buzz saying that he might be coaching a new team next year. He's leading the way with Isaac Bruce at wide receiver 2, Steve McNair at quarterback, Barry Sanders and Ricky Williams at running back, Randy Moss at wide receiver. He helped them win the Super Bowl in the 1998 season. Dante Hall, rookie wide receiver, very fast, and a kick returner. Jonathan Ogden, the neutralizer, took out the Defensive Player of the Year, Javon Kearse, in their last matchup against the Titans. See what he could do against the Ravens today. Damian Woody, Jeff Hardings, John Michaels, John Reynolds, and tight end Tua Millie. Whenever he gets a touchdown, the whole stadium gets lit with the Millie playing. On the defensive end, they got rookie defensive end. That was a not a pun intended. Sean Ellis, rookie defensive end for the defense on the defensive line. Anthony McFarland, Booger McFarland, Warren Sapp, Hugh Douglas, Jeff Hartings. Jeff Hardings, not Jeff Hardy. Rondé Barber, Mike Pope, Aeneas Williams, veteran cornerback, in what might be his last season, Darren Sharper, Jeremiah Trotter, Teddy Bruschi, John Mobley, and Jeremiah Woods. On a special teams unit, you got Adam Vinatieri, Dante Hall, Tua Millie, and Randy Moss returning. Jeff Hardy. That's funny. Let's go. At quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens, they have rookie quarterback Tom Brady. He was number 8 on the passing yards list with just 4,500. You know, you had too many quarterbacks putting up 5,000 yards in his first year. 4,500 was amazing. You got Eddie George at the running back, Fred Taylor backing up the backfield, Carl Pickens at wide receiver 1, Derek Mason at wide receiver 2, Azahir Hakeem Alawakbar is what we like to call him, the wide receiver 3 for this offense, Marty Booker at wide receiver 4, Marcus Pollard at tight end, Will Anderson, Adam Timmerman, Olin Kreutz, Jeff Saturday, and Tom Stussy on the offensive line. When you look at the Baltimore Ravens defense, the defensive line is anchored by Darrell Russell, Ashley Ambrose, and Sean Springs on the cornerback end, trying to stop what looks to be Randy Moss, Isaac Bruce, and Dante Hall. It's going to be a nice game, as this defense likes to cause a lot of turnovers with Ray Lewis, Keith Brookings, Lawyer Malloy, and Derek Thomas on the linebacking end. For kick return and punt return, they got Marty Booker, Fred Taylor, Jason Elam as the kicker, and Azir Hakeem Alawakbar at punt returner. Let's get into the game, fellas. Oh, I got to push the predictions. Let me push the predictions. I forgot. You voted for the San Francisco 49ers. Looks like 65%. Bet on the Niners to win. Predicts are pushed. 17,000. Ooh, my gosh. Who got that much? Let me see. Dang. Oh, okay. All right, let's put the next predicts up. Got my money on Brady. Oh wait, I gotta show y'all something. Let's take a look. Let's take a swing down memory lane. So in 1996, the Green Bay Packers beat the Patriots. Brett Favre was the MVP. That was in NFL history. In 1996, for any given weekday, the Green Bay Packers won. Brett Favre was the MVP, also the Super Bowl MVP. In 1999, in NFL history, the St. Louis Rams won. Kurt Warner was the MVP. Edgerrin James was the offensive rookie of the year. St. Louis Rams beat the Titans. In any given weekdays, 1999 season. Oh, wait, that's not it. The St. Louis Rams defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tim DeWhite was the MVP. But also, look at that, those awards right there for the 1999 season. And as we take a look down at the 2000 season, the Baltimore Ravens destroyed the New York Giants. I don't know. Ray Lewis got MVP, but we got to see what's going on as we come across the 2000 Super Bowl for any given weekday history. Let's see who wins. Putting up the predictions, chat. Predictions are posted. If you want to bet on your teams, you can post. Kerry lost 34-7. Why did I draft him? You believed in him, bro. You believed in your guy. Predictions are posted. If you are watching on YouTube, type 1 if you think the Baltimore Ravens will win. They have rookie quarterback Tom Brady. Type 2 if you think the Jacksonville Jaguars will win. They have Steve McNair. Predictions are posted. Let's see, what jerseys are the Ravens wearing? Might wear all black. They're wearing all black. See what the Jaguars are wearing. Gold or all white? They got 2000s. They're wearing all white. A black and white game. We got ourselves a black and white game. I need to take a water break real quick. Let me get some water. 10K on Brady. Ooh. All right, hopefully y'all didn't just hear me drink. That probably sounds awful. Looks like 15,000 is being put up. How much is being put up? What the heck? Y'all putting up some points. 15,000 put on Brady to win. All right, let's get this game started. All right, let's head to the AFC Conference Championship. Baltimore, Maryland. Welcome to Baltimore, Maryland, M&T Bank Stadium, where the Jacksonville Jaguars are the visiting team in what is an overcasted game in Baltimore. Poe the Raven in Baltimore. They got Ray Lewis coming out, getting the team and the fans fired up. Tom Brady, in his rookie year, is doing amazing things in what looks to be an exciting matchup between whichever team wins this, get into the Super Bowl. A 15-2 Jaguars team Also a 16-1 Ravens team, Coach Abdul versus Coach Darrell. Let's see who comes out with the win. Both teams are likely favorites to win a Super Bowl. But that 49ers team, you got to watch out for them and that great defensive line. As this is any given weekday, which is simmed at slow speed. All games will be simmed to the end. Let's get ready for kickoff. As Ravens will be sending it to Dante Hall and Randy Moss in that return backfield. Randy Moss takes this one, getting to the 25 immediately, has open field, and what? Only one person to beat. He's running all the way to 25, the 20, 15, touchdown. Randy Moss in the opening play of the game returns a 100-yard kickoff. Oh my gosh. And what was an exciting occurrence in the 1998 Super Bowl, he does it on the opening play. Oh my gosh. If you still haven't voted yet, I'll put my money on the Jaguars, because what the heck just happened? Good Lord. Randy Moss, opening kickoff, returns it. Oh my gosh. Let's see what the 49ers, what the Ravens could do. Is Fred Taylor jukes a defender, number 31, putting him on the ground, and Tom Brady looks to answer as he finished the season with 4,170 passing yards, 41 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions with 69 completion percentage. A great year for the rookie quarterback as he comes out on offense. Looking left, throws it behind, very far behind, as Eddie George loses yardage, having to cover a lot of ground. Caught the ball 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On an opening kickoff, Randy Moss blew the top off. Hits up their tight end, Marcus Pollard, who gets flung. Oh my gosh, he got cracked. Brady looking left, hits up Marcus Pollard again, who races past Teddy Bruschi for the first down. Tight end, keeping the eyes on a swivel and running upfield. You don't want to get hit by that young linebacker, but he doesn't have great pursuit angles. Good gosh. Looks like Coach Rello, Miami coach, called that kick return as Eddie George breaks the first tackle. He has open field, and he's running away. Only one person to catch him, and it's Aeneas Williams, who takes him down at the 8-yard line. He trucked him right at the hole. Safety Jeremiah Woods got embarrassed by Eddie George. Look at him. Get off of me. First and goal, looking up the middle, catches it is Carl Pickens, getting the ball at the 1-yard line, and likely Eddie George time as he's in under center. Let's see what they call. Warren Sapp is the defensive tackle, and he fumbles. Oh my gosh, Booger McFarland calls the fumble from Eddie George. Teddy Bruschi recovers. Booger wiped his nose, gave Eddie George a snotty nose as he hits him. Bam! Ball popped right loose. Him and Warren Sapp is a great defensive line, causing all types of pressure. So Steve McNair comes on the field for the first time in the game. Thanks to Randy Moss, he got a quick break and an easy 7 points as they get the ball at the 4-yard line. Predictions are still open. Barry Sanders gets the handoff, a pancake block from Jonathan Ogden, and he reaches for the first down but doesn't get it. This time, play action, dumps it off to Isaac Bruce. Isaac Bruce breaks the Ray Lewis, and he has open field. Isaac Bruce is running away, gets caught by Lawyer Malloy. Actually, that's Sean Springs, cornerback number 24 for the Ravens defense. This Jaguars team is sick, causing fumbles, returning kicks, having explosive plays. I don't think this Ravens team was ready for it. Look at him. Number 56 got embarrassed. I thought that was Ray Lewis. That wasn't. Ho is pissed. Woo. Randy Moss is not leaving. No way is Randy Moss leaving. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Barry gets the handoff. Ray Lewis met them at the line, but couldn't catch him as he's very fast. The game isn't over yet. Tom Brady still has a chance as he threw 5 touchdowns against the Miami Dolphins. He wasn't the reason why the ball was turned over. And Steve McNair hits up Randy Moss, who breaks the tackle and almost gets the touchdown. And that one goes in for Barry. So an easy touchdown for the Jacksonville Jaguars on their first offensive drive. The Baltimore Ravens need to step it up, protect that ball, play better kick return coverage.
The kicker on for the extra point.
As the Jaguars go up by a quick 14 with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left to play.
14. Ravens nothing.
Fielding the kick return will be Fred Taylor and wide receiver Marty Booker for the Baltimore Ravens. This time it's Taylor. Taylor has it at the 15, the 20, tackled down at the 25-yard line. As Coach Abdul is telling Eddie George, hey, you got this. Just hold on to the ball. Those defensive linemen, those 2 D tackles in the middle, got to be careful. 99 and 92, Booger McFarland and Warren Sapp. You also got Hugh Douglas and Sean Ellis as they motion Eddie George outside. Empty formation for Tom Brady. Brady has a 5-man blocking scheme. Hits up Derek Mason. Derek Mason racing on the side. Gets popped by Rondé Barber and tackled by Jeremiah Woods. Drop back pass to Brady. Brady looking right. Hits up Marcus Pollard. He breaks the first tackle. Looks like that was safety Darren Sharper who came and tried to hit stick him. Can't hit stick that big fella. This time it's a handoff to Eddie George, so he gets a redemption run. He trucks in the safety. He could truck those safety, but he can't do those D tackles. He's gonna embarrass them safeties all day. Predictions are still posted, it looks like. You guys still got time to vote on which team you think is gonna win. If you bet on a Jaguars, you might as well up the ante. As Eddie George is trucking another defender. Number 31 is getting bullied. There's something that Eddie George has against Jeremiah Woods. Every single time he meets him in the hole, he's getting ran over. Empty formation. Deuce split with the tight end on the line. Eddie George motioning left, so trips on the left side. Looks like a screen pass. Nope, he dumps it off to Carl Pickens. He gets closer to the first down marker. This time, drop back pass at the 29-yard line, getting closer to red zone territory. Dumps it off shortly again. Teddy Bruschi on an open field tackle. They keep throwing the ball behind the line of scrimmage. They need to pass that mug forward. That's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter and a field goal attempt for the Ravens. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you thumbs up the video. That helps us get more attraction to the videos. As you see Isaac Bruce is juking defenders and racing away. That return by Randy Moss on that opening play was enough to just kill momentum for the Ravens. They're still trying to recover, but can't. Also, their offensive coordinator is calling bad plays for them behind the line of scrimmage, dump-offs. But that field goal is good by Jake Elam. Gets them 3, so they're only trailing by 11. This time, kickoff. Let's hope Randy Moss or Dante Hall doesn't get it, as Dante Hall does get it. And he gets tackled at the 27-yard line, so great. They made the adjustments on kickoff to prevent another touchdown, and it worked. Only averaging about 125 yards rushing per game. Only at 25 today. They haven't had to use Barry that much. As they spread out the defense, Ray Lewis and Barry Sanders right there at the hole. They dump it off quickly to Isaac Bruce. Isaac Bruce has 2 defenders covering him with a gain of 3 on the reception. 2nd and 7, 31-yard line. Drop back pass. Steve McNair feels the rush, and Darrell Russell gets in for the first sack of the Ravens defense, which is exactly what they need to keep this game close. Defensive tackle causing pressure. Gets a sack. You got Ray Lewis and Derek Thomas hovering over on the outside. Drop back pass for Steve McNair. Pressure gets to him again as the ball comes out. Derek Thomas sacks or calls pressure, causing that ball to fly loose. Great defensive stop by Leroy Glover and Derek Thomas on the Ravens defensive end. So the first punt of the day comes from Jacksonville, the team that put up 14 quickly, as Azir Hakeem gets a return. Hakeem gets to the 40-yard line, gaining 12. What a great return for the returner as Brady comes out again. So this rookie quarterback, he doesn't have the moxie to call adjustments and change up the plays just yet. But once he starts getting comfortable with this offense, calling the audibles, it's going to be over for the rest of the league as he dumps it off on a toss to Eddie George, who gets met behind the line of scrimmage for a loss. Great open field tackle by Aeneas Williams. 33 years old. Veteran cornerback making plays on his defense. Tackling that beefy running back, Eddie George, from behind the line of scrimmage. And backing him up is Fred Taylor. They haven't used him much as he dumps it off quickly to Carl Pickens. Carl Pickens gets tackled after gaining 6 on that reception. 3rd and 7. Drop back pass to Brady. Brady looking, goes into the traffic. That was his first bad pass of the day. Tried to hit up Fred Taylor as he was covered by safety Jeremiah Woods and Teddy Bruschi. So 4th and 7. This team needs to step it up. A great punt. Dante Hall can't return it. He just calls a fair catch at the 16-yard line. Steve McNair, after having a 3 and out on the last drive, comes out looking to see if he can score. Extend this 11-point lead. Ray Lewis hovering in the middle. Play action. He's looking at Barry. He dumps it off, and Isaac Bruce catches it with the defender hitting him in his back. Come on, big fella. Step it up. You got to be better than that. Come on now. Isaac Bruce snags it out of the sky. Look at that jump, man. Catches it. He might get himself a new sponsor by Jordan after that catch. Remember that. At the second quarter, 5 minutes. That might be the thumbnail. Quick screen pass. Dante Hall. He gets tackled quickly, only gaining 1 yard. You got to be careful giving that ball to the little man with Ray Lewis and Derek Thomas out there. Second and 9. Hand off to Barry. Barry has an open field with lots of blockers. He gets a first down. Tackled by Sean Springs, cornerback Sean Springs. You got a young cornerback with number 24, Sean Springs. You got Ashley Ambrose, veteran cornerback, number 30 at the top right of the screen, covering Randy Moss. Steve McNair looking left. Hits his tight end. He threw a millie for the first attempt today, and he gets the ball swatted out by cornerback Sean Springs, the rookie, or the young quarterback. Sorry, not rookie. He was the previous rookie of the year. Drop back pass. Looking. Hits up Isaac Bruce, who gets the first down. A Tua Millie with the heads up play pushed the receiver forward to get him the first down. I don't know if you guys saw that. As Barry gets this one, it's over. Breaking that tackle, breaks the second tackle, tries to hop over the defender. It gets brought down after the reinforcement comes through from behind. Look at this play again. Ping pong, hop over. Look at that. He broke 1, 2, tried to jump over the next defender. Got to take it down. So empty formation. Usually when it's empty in the red zone, it goes to Tua Millie. Let's see what happens as Steve McNair is causing audibles. Looks like he sees the 4-man rush. And he runs it right up the middle. Feeling pressure. Dodds gets it. Air McNair gets the touchdown. did the same thing on the St. Louis Rams in the Super Bowl in the Madden 25 rendition, as well as the Super Bowl in the 1998 Madden 26 rendition of the Any Given Weekday series. He gets himself a touchdown. McNair. What a great heads-up play. So a 17-point lead, or 18-point lead for the Jacksonville Jaguars. 21 is put on the board. We got Marty Booker returning. Marty tackled down by Bobby Taylor, cornerback for the Jacksonville Jaguars. Brady coming out on the field, has 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to win, or to put up some points, I should say, right before the second half. As he's looking left, has a receiver open. He stiff arms number 31, Jeremiah Woods, who's getting embarrassed all day. Drop back pass again, hits up Derek Mason this time. Where was this in the first half? And the stadium is rocking out here in Baltimore as Brady has the ball at the 34-yard line. Looking upfield to the right. Oh my gosh. As I hear Hakeem couldn't hold on to the ball. Second and 10, 34-yard line. Brady looking up the middle again. He redeems Hazir Hakeem as he catches the ball in traffic, gets 5 on the reception. Coach of the Rams, commissioner of the Rams, is saying that the year is cursed because his team couldn't get the Super Bowl nod as Derek Mason gets the reception. Brady is catching his groove, finding his receivers downfield in the last 2 minutes of this game, or the half, I should say. Looking, finds a receiver and is picked off, but got in by Jeremiah Woods, who's going to get him picked on all game. Jeremiah Woods comes up with the pick, a snaggerooski, a sub sandwich, a meatball marinara from quarterback Tom Brady. The first interception we've seen from this quarterback comes in the AFC Championship. Thought he had a receiver, but nope, that was snagged. Jaguars have a 66% red zone efficiency on the day, as the rain is pouring down for Baltimore. What it looks like they need a great second half if they want to try to win this game, as Ray Lewis smacks Dante Hall, but he holds on to it. Miami probably would have lost too. You saw what happened last time they played. As this one goes quickly to Randy Moss. Randy Moss breaking tackles. Gets the first down, and they call their second timeout. Coach Doc looking, has his eyes set on another Super Bowl. Super Bowl 5, potentially Jaguars versus 49ers. First and 10. Drop back pass. Looking left, hits up Randy Moss again, who gets out of bounds. No, he doesn't. So the clock does not stop, but they have to waste a timeout. But they're at the 38-yard line. Now, the headlines there was a leak in the headlines stating that Coach Darrell might be looking at changing teams. Thinks he need a change of scenery after all of these AFC championships and a nod at the Super Bowl and bringing the Super Bowl to Jacksonville when it takes his coaching talents elsewhere, as they just concede at the end of the half. So an 18-point lead at halftime. Coach Abdul has a lot to coach his team up on. Ray Lewis is letting them know that, Coach, we still got it. Coach Doc, the darkness there and nothing more. Tell you what, it's darkness right now at in that locker room for the Baltimore Ravens. As we take a look at the highlights, Eddie George, the lone fumble right in the red zone, which would have put them 7 up, hurts them. And Tom Brady also has an interception, but Isaac Bruce and Randy Moss opened the game up, has 32 yards on the air. Barry Sanders has 60 and 1 touchdown. Ed McNair has 161 rushing touchdown. As it's only halftime. Ravens getting the ball. See if Fred Taylor can mimic anything that Randy Moss did, and no, he can't. Gets tackled at the 24-yard line. As Brady comes back on the field after on his last drive threw an interception to safety Jeremiah Woods, the one that's been getting embarrassed all day. Fred Taylor and Eddie George has been picking on him. As Fred Taylor gets the screen, gets tackled in the open field by Rondé Barber.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
Tom Brady, 2nd and 4 from the 31-yard line. Hands off. Eddie George down the middle. Trucks Jeremiah Woods again. He's just embarrassing Jeremiah Woods. He probably can't tackle, but he's doing great in coverage. As this one goes to Derek Mason. Derek Mason plowing forward for the first down. Got 4 Jaguars defenders on him. Look at this catch. Catches it and run. That's a rat catch if we've ever seen it. 4 white jerseys. A black and white game between the Ravens and the Jaguars. As they come out in shotgun formation. Barry Sanders. Sorry. That's Eddie George, who breaks the first tackle, but falls short after that tackle for loss by Teddy Bruschi and the defensive tackle Booger McFarland. A great defensive line. Like I said, Sean Ellis, rookie defensive end. Booger McFarland, the sophomore defensive tackle. Warren Sapp. Oh my gosh, a great play from Tom Brady as well. Carl Pickens gets that reception. First and 10 for the 23-yard line. Drop back pass to Brady. It's a screen. Eddie George breaks the first tackle, races upfield, gains 7, and what looked like he would have been tackled for a loss again. It was bad coverage by the lineman. And they're back in red zone territory. If they can score right here, drops the score down to 11. Hits up their wide receiver, Carl Pickens. Carl Pickens gets the first down at the 6-yard line. Hold on to the ball, Baltimore. As everybody is tightening up their chin straps and getting ready for a hard-hitting red zone drive. First and goal from the 6-yard line. Fred Taylor in the backfield. Brady looking left, throws a pick. Aeneas Williams gets himself a pick. And he's gone at the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown. You got yourselves a pick 6, guys. That is a sub sandwich, a free sub sandwich to all the Baltimore fans. Type in hashtag sub at your nearest Jersey Mike's, Subway, Firehouse substations, whatever substation you got, use hashtag sub online and get yourselves a free sub as Aeneas Williams gets a pick 6 from rookie quarterback Tom Brady. And Aeneas Williams, the veteran quarterback, looking to become a pastor after he gets done playing in the NFL, has himself a pick 6. Brady and the Ravens, after a hard-fought year, getting pummeled in the AFC Championship. 3 turnovers all in today after only putting up 10 or 7 the rest of the year. 3 in one game. Fred Taylor gets this run, and he races away up the sideline, getting 30 yards on the run. And that one was thrown in traffic as well. 2nd and 3. Brady is usually very careful with the ball. Has thrown 2 picks in this game. So what was likely our chance at a Brady Peyton Manning first Super Bowl gets stopped thanks to the likes of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Looking left, has a receiver. It's caught. Hakeem Allahu Akbar. Touchdown. for the Baltimore Ravens. Brady throws it over the top, a great back shoulder pass where only the receiver could catch it. Look at this bomb. Oh my gosh. Perfect. Right in the basket. Good gosh. That was a touchdown. Bombs away from Brady. He redeemed himself after that terrible interception. 2 interceptions, I should say. As Randy Moss is getting this kick return, this might not be good. As he runs into his returner, his blocker, Dante Hall, and gets tackled down shortly. So Brady gets his first touchdown in the AFC Championship. Comes at a price of 2 picks. 1 went for 6. Drop back pass from Steve McNair looking for Barry Sanders. Barry Sanders tackled by Ray Lewis. And the safety. Second and 4. Handoff again to Barry. Barry breaks Ray Lewis's tackle. The X Factor helps, I'll tell you that much. If it wasn't for that, he probably would have got destroyed by Ray Lewis. So it's just the third quarter and 1minute and 20 seconds left on the clock. Ravens still have a lot of time left to try to win this game. As that one goes across the middle to Dante Hall. They need to step this defense up. They gotta be better. Dante Hall gets his first reception of the day. Well, second reception. The other one came from a screen pass. First attempt for the 45-yard line. And it hits up Dante Hall again, who catches it for a first down. 18 seconds left on the clock at the end of the third quarter. McNair looking. Hits up his receiver. Randy Moss catches it. And that brings us to the end of the fourth quarter. 18-point lead for the Jacksonville Jaguars as they're putting it on Eddie George and rookie Brady. Beating him up terribly. He did just get a nice moonballing throw for a touchdown, but not after he threw 2 interceptions. 1 went for 6 and a fumble from Eddie George, running back Eddie George, right in red zone territory. So it likely would be a 28-17 ball game. And an interception from Aaron McNair. A great defensive stop for the Baltimore Ravens as they finally get the play that they need. Ashley Ambrose, veteran quarterback, picks off Steve McNair in what we thought was the lights out at the beginning of the fourth quarter. Great play in coverage against Randy Moss. McNair threw it shortly. A shallow pass and a great opportunity for Brady to come out with 7 minutes left in the game. Down by 18. That's just 3 drives. Let's see what they could do on this first one. 7 minutes, 56 seconds left. Drop back pass to Brady. Warren Sapp gets through. Sacks him. Number 57 just looking at his quarterback get destroyed for a 7-yard sack. As they have to take the ball from the 5-yard line. That'll be 95 yards if they want to try to score a touchdown. At least get the field goal range. Take this 18-score lead down to 15. They come out. Quick pass over the seam. Number 80, Carl Pickens gets the reception. 3rd and 3.
Complete to number 80. It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to 3rd down.
This one. 4-man rush for the Jaguars. And a roughing the passer penalty is going to get them extra yardage. Got to watch out for that Warren Sapp. Very high motor and aggression from that defensive tackle. As the Jaguars are now stacking the defensive line with 6 men. Trips on the right side for the Ravens offense. They only rush 4 as Jeremiah Trotter gets a heads-up swat as what could have been a touchdown to Derek Mason because that safety was coming down instead of dropping back in coverage. Great play on the linebacker. He throws a shallow pass and Teddy Bruschi hits him. 3rd and 8 in what looks like a blitz. The line is trying to alert the quarterback. Hey, get out of... And he throws it. Hits his receiver, Derek Mason again, who gets flung. Oh my gosh. He got pummeled by safety Darren Sharper, and now the defensive linebackers are active. Rondé Barber is also active in coverage. Number 84, the tight end right there, was getting a reception. 2nd and 5. Drop back pass. Brady looking right. It's a Fred Taylor. Fred Taylor tackled by Darren Sharper, one of the hardest hitting safeties in the league. 3rd and 5. Drop back pass again. Feeling pressure. He hits up Carl Pickens. Carl Pickens breaks the tackle. Races away in red zone territory. Just 4 minutes left to play. They need to hurry up and score. They've already wasted too much time. Down by 18. Brady looking. Feeling pressure on the backside. Throws a pick again. That is his 3rd interception of today. He felt the pressure from Jeremiah Trotter coming behind him and threw it quickly to Isaiah Hakeem with the safety hovering right there in front of him. Oh my gosh. Sorry, that was wide receiver Marty Brooker. So that's lights out as Brady throws his 3rd interception in his rookie playoffs. Revamp, get you some new wide receivers, Baltimore. Come out ready. As Barry Sanders gets his handoff, he's about to spin on number 24. If it wasn't for 33 right there, that would have been a touchdown. Oh my gosh. Brady felt that pressure from that rush, that 4-man rush, as the defensive end came free on the backside. It's a Barry Sanders again out of the backfield. Woo. And now Ricky Williams is in the backfield on a 2nd and 2. 3 minutes, 17 seconds left in the game. Ricky gets the handoff. He plows forward, gaining 10 yards on the rush. First down. Coach Doc heading to his 2nd Super Bowl. What looks like to be the Jacksonville Jaguars versus the San Francisco 49ers. Coach Darrell versus Coach Harris. You put predictions and you bet on the Jaguars to win. You've just got this one. And what ruins the chances that the Ravens having a 2000 Super Bowl appearance, Jacksonville Jaguars ruined that for them. As Ricky Williams gets his handoff, tackle for loss by Brackens. I believe that's Tony Brackens right there. Defensive end for the for the Baltimore Ravens. Yeah, Ravens could use a wide receiver or some defensive ends in this upcoming draft. I would prioritize the defense end and get some wide receivers through the free agency. Make some trades. Trips right for the Jaguars offense. Barry Sanders does get the ball. Barry breaks the first tackle, but tackle for loss. 3rd and 17. And likely the ball is getting back in Brady's hands for the last time this game. McNair decides to run it against Plow. Oh my gosh. Bang. Good Lord. He got destroyed by Darrell Russell. He's going to feel that all the way going into the Super Bowl. Good guys. Ooh. Fourth and 19. As this is a long punt return that is tackled down at the 17-yard line. Darrell Russell destroyed Steve McNair. Carl Pickens got 9 catches for 101 yards. I'll tell you what, if they could get a better receiver at wide receiver 1, Zahir Hakeem is nice himself, but they just need a better 1 and 2. As Eddie George gets this run, breaking the tackle, embarrassing Jeremiah Woods for another time this game. Brady looking upfield. It's his tight end Marcus Pollard who gets smacked out of bounds by number 53. The clock stops. Drop back pass again. Derek Mason. Ravens call timeout just to try to get the rookie a little bit of confidence as they're trailing by 18, but they can at least get 1 touchdown. Dump it off quickly on the screen. 2nd and 1. 14 seconds left on the clock for the Ravens. 1 timeout, another screen pass, and a great open field tackle by Jeremiah Trotter. So you have to do more than just throw screen passes. Like, you got to open up the playbook. And you get a false start. Just wrap it up. Just go ahead, wrap it up. Start the showers, because you guys are done. They're already popping champagne and bottles on the Jacksonville Jaguars side. You know Duval is ghetto like that. As they get ready, and Lil Duval is already making tweets talking about city boys with it, city's boys with it, city boys with it, get the city boy with it. Duval is going crazy, and that ball goes out of bounds. Brady is feeling pressure from just 3 men on a rush. Yep, that's it for Baltimore. Baltimore is done. And they get ready to just punt it. They don't even try to go for another drive, another play. So victory formation for the Jaguars, as now your Super Bowl 5 is set. Super Bowl 5 is set. Jacksonville, Duval County, Duval. You guys get yourselves your 2nd Super Bowl appearance in any given weekday. Super Bowl 5. As we have the Jacksonville Jaguars facing off against the San Francisco 49ers. A quick handshake at the middle of the field as Coach Abdul is pissed. Gonna go talk to his rookie quarterback, let him know that it wasn't his fault. The momentum was killed when Eddie George fumbled. Look at this great pass by the young quarterback and a great catch by Hakeem. Look at that. And McNair taking his flights from the ground to the air on that touchdown. The next Super Bowl we will see, big as the what, number 5, will come between the Jaguars and the 49ers. Where's that pass to Isaac Bruce? Nah, it's this one right here. You know what's up. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, no, wait, that's tough. Jump man. That's tough. Oh wait, let's see. I just feel like that jump man one right here, like this one is hard. Wow. Player stats. Check out the stats from today's game. Brady had 29 of 37, 78 completion percentage, 1 touchdown, 3 interceptions. Brought his QBR down terribly. Steve McNair, 15 completions, 18 attempts, 192 yards passing, no touchdowns, 1 interception. On the ground, Eddie George led way, but had the fumble that killed the momentum for the Baltimore Ravens. 86 yards on the ground, 9 attempts. Barry Sanders, 8 attempts for 80 yards, averaging about 10 per carry. Fred Taylor had 1 rush for 28 yards. Derek Mason and Carl Pickens were getting the ball all the way through the air. 7 for 109, 9 for 101. Isaac Bruce was 4 for 94. Zahir Hakeem was 2 for 44. Marcus Pollard 5 for 39. Randy Moss 4 for 37. Dante Hall 4 for 34. The sacks came from Jeff Hardings and Olin Kreutz. 6 pancakes for Adam Timmerman. He was flinging folks. Jerome Woods, surprisingly, he was the leading tackler today. I don't know how, because he was getting embarrassed by Fred Taylor and Eddie George all day. Sean Springs, 2nd with 11. Rondé Barber, 9. Jeremiah Trotter, 8. Sacked by Warren Sapp and Darrell Russell. Ashley Ambrose had a pick. Darren Sharper, Jerome Woods, and Aeneas Williams. And then the opening play, what really set it off, was Randy Moss with a 94-yard kick return. Let's watch that highlight. Pushing the predictions. If you bet on the Jaguars to win, you just got yourself a good penny, as that was a 39%. Look at Randy Moss. Wait, let's go back. What did he see? Let's see from the eyes of Randy Moss. What are you seeing, Randy? Oh my gosh. Ah, that's so crazy. And then the celebration. Nah, but wait. Where was that Brady pass? That Brady pass. Look at this. Brady sees his receiver. He's like, all right, I got him. Soon as he hit that cut, Brady saw, bam, cut. He got the post corner. I'm going to lob it up to him. Look at that. Oh, wow. Yeah, that was a game. Unfortunate for the Ravens. Save that right there. Turn the commentary up real quick. Y'all lost all that money. Y'all lost all that money, bruh. They don't do the recap? Let's check the Pro Bowl roster. Yes, ma'am. I wasn't. Kordell Stewart. Oh, wait. I'll take that here. Kordell Stewart got QB1 for the NFC. Matt Hasselbeck. Tom Brady got a Pro Bowl in his first year. Turner Cheeks got Pro Bowl. Marshall Faulk, Emmitt Smith, Eddie George, Keyshawn Johnson, Tim Dwight, Marvin Harrison got Pro Bowl. Tony Gonzalez got Pro Bowl. Willie Roaf, Tom Stussy, Brian Whitfield, Alan Faneca, Rondé Brown, Roland Brown, Olin Kreutz, Unatoa, Adam Timmerman, Leon Searcy, Will Anderson, Errol Dotson, Lawrence Kennedy. I'm just calling all the names to the people that I recognize from the commissioners' teams. Javon Kears, Defensive Player of the Year, Michael Strahan, Dana Stubblefield, Kay Hamilton, Jay Rutledge, Kay Hardy, John Dingle, Brian Urlacher, Peter Boulware, Keith Brookings, Mike Vrabel, Ascertain, Tony Parrish, and Blaine Bishop. He was a former Dolphin. I wonder if let me just go back. Oops. I need to figure out how to do giveaways from Ultimate Team. I don't know how to give anything away from Ultimate Team. I don't play it much. I just want to see if the recap shows the AFC NFC championship. Let's see.
Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. We start with a good matchup in the NFC.
Oh yeah, it does it.
And it's the Niner tight end. He was absolutely
He had
electric.
3 touchdowns, y'all.
This, one of 3 touchdown grabs for him in the game. The 49ers keep it rolling. The #1 seed is off to the Super Bowl, where they will be the favorites to hoist the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Why don't we go
49ers
over
are
to
favorites to
Charm
win.
City now. Check in on the Ravens as they host the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's the special teams for Jacksonville coming up special on this play. One of the most exciting moments in sports, the kickoff fielded and returned for the touchdown. He takes it all the way back for the score.
All right. I mainly just wanted to see the recap. Super Bowl week chat. 49ers versus Jaguars. Check the awards out. MVP Matt Hasselbeck. Offensive Player of the Year Keyshawn Johnson. Defensive Player of the Year. Dang, they got 3 people. MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and Defensive Player of the Year, Tennessee. Rookie of the Year, Tom Brady. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Julian Peterson. King of the Hill, led the QBR, Matt Hasselbeck. Catches, he got the Triple Crown. Also got the sack leader, Javon Kears. They was just killing it. Man. It's your Super Bowl, man. Coach Harris. He got a bunch of people to upgrade. Oh, he got an X Factor now. Ooh, he was just gold. He bumped up to an X Factor. Who else upgraded? Jerome Bettis. Oh my gosh. Once he become an X Factor, it's crazy. Champ Bailey. I think he was always an X Factor. Julian Peterson was the one that upgraded. Jason Taylor. Yeah. That's tough. Corey Holt. Excuse me. All right, so that's that team. That was a good stream, I ain't gonna lie. That was a good one. How y'all day been, man? Oh, I ain't got nobody to upgrade. Yeah, all them people to upgrade. I only got one. What the heck? Come on now. I only got one person to upgrade. And this dude don't even play. I've never seen Shelly get on the field. Yeah. All right, bro. I gotta make the highlight. The highlight. I gotta make the biggest the what highlight.
Biggest. First person shooter mode. Yeah. Numero UNO. Me and Drizzy, this shit like the Super Bowl. Man, this shit done it big as the.
Oh my god. So I gotta make a new one of those. Gotta make a new one of those. But yeah, that's gonna be it from the stream tonight, man. I appreciate you all. Drop all the AGWs in the chat. AGWs in the chat. Unk Sharps. Sorry, Brady. I was rooting for Brady. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I did not think my team was gonna win that. Yeah. New emotes should be out by the next stream. New emotes should be out next stream. I'm weak. Talking about some yeah, okay. Nah, yeah, okay, you stole Vic from JJ. Let him get Vic. Take LaDadia. Real convenient. Yeah, real convenient. Let him get Vic. Who am I gonna upgrade if I win? I know who Trey should upgrade Jerome if he win. I win. I don't know. I could do Booger. I could do Teddy. If I do Teddy, he'd be sick. If I do Teddy, he could be sick. Cause then, yeah, I might do Teddy. I don't want to do Steve McNair because he might upgrade himself. It's a quarterback, and I might not even keep him. Yep, that's it. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good night. Y'all be great. I love y'all. You got all the trades, man. You got all the trades you need. What trades do we need to make? You and Marge did all the trading. Y'all did all the trading. Y'all did all the trades. He don't got a single pick until 2004. It's the year 2000. I need more. It's the year 2000, man. I got a lot of emos in there. I just peeped. I could probably take that hype one out. I like that one. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
RGF Production.
For me, boy. Yeah. 17:30. I'm like.